Hello there, and we are live. See, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I know there's Europa League, yeah, going on, yeah, Liverpool and those sort of play, those sort of teams, yeah, but Arsenal to the Champions League, it
Yeah,
doesn't concern us.
man,
It's a
we're not
Guna,
worried about that.
it's a Guna business down here, yeah, guys, yeah. See, you all welcome to season 2, episode 10. It happened to be a very special episode, yeah. Uh, Season 2, episode 10 of the Prem Talk show with Ola and Claude. See, yeah, it's the shameless, yeah, the shameless episodes. See, I got no other person than my guy, my brother, my G. See, Ola, talk to these people, man. How you doing,
Yeah,
brother?
yeah, man, I'm good, man. It's been a mad week.
Mm.
Rightfully, calling it the shameless week because Kai Havertz has done madness over the over the week, and I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it, and
Yeah.
big up for the invite,
Mm.
and salute to everybody that's watching live, whether you're watching live, whether you're watching on playback. Big up to all of
Mm.
you, man. Keep
Yeah.
supporting the show. Drive the likes
Yeah.
up. And
Mm.
we're here. Let's talk about it, my brother. Let's talk about it.
We're here, guys. We're here. We're here. Big up to AFC always. Yeah, he says Tony and Ola. Big ups. Big ups to you, AFC always. AFC always. You were here in the watch along with me, man. When we were so shameless about the goals that were pumping in yesterday, man. And it says here, it says Arsenal are the first English team ever to lead by 5 goals at halftime of a Champions League game. Can you dig that? See,
Mm,
Ola, take us through what happened yesterday. Yeah,
mm,
see, when you were watching the game, yeah, I saw you in your watch along.
mm.
You had with Lee Gunner, Northside LDN,
Oh, that one,
and my brother the Sergeant Gunner. Yeah, you
bro.
guys
That
were trending for another reason altogether. The second one is a different reason altogether, bro. You got to explain what happened, man.
yo.
You got to explain what happened, man, because a freaking goal was scored, no celebration. People were yapping about it on Twitter and
Yeah,
everywhere. People were saying, these guys are not fans and this, that. I know it's all lies, yeah, because I've had conversations with you. I know how you think. At least I have an understanding of how you think. I've had discussions with Southern Gunner. I know how he thinks. These guys, the ones that I know, not side LDN too, in a way. These guys they love Arsenal. Yeah, they love Arsenal,
yeah, man.
and
I bleed
I believe
Arsenal. Like,
exactly you guys bleed Arsenal, and
I got Arsenal tattooed on my chest. No, I don't really show it to people, but it's been there for years.
it's
Like
been there for
I
years.
can
Yeah,
pull it up
it's been
right
there for
now.
years, and I know how behind the stage. I know how you take Arsenal
Mm,
behind the stage. Yeah, behind the limelight. I know what you say about Arsenal. And, how you want us to win trophies. I know all these things. So when all these criticisms, yeah, are pouring down on Twitter and and everywhere about what happened, I, I want you to just shed a little bit of light into what happened in on that stream, and then we get into the bigger fish.
yeah. Okay. Look. Let's start by saying that game was shit against Brentford. Let's start by saying that game was dead. For anyone that don't watch along to that game, and you guys probably watched the game live and saw, but the caveat that I'm gonna give it, and I'm gonna give it a little excuse, and this is hindsight looking in as well, is we just came back off of international break, and a lot
Yeah,
of the times when you look at games when teams come back off of international breaks, it's not just us, but a lot
mm,
of other teams across the country. Um,
yeah,
the teams kind of come up disjointed a little bit, so things ain't
yeah.
always going to look good. But at the same time, like it was Brentford, it was a derby. We was expecting, you know, a
Mm.
derby type
Yeah,
football game,
a derby type kind of
So we
football
did the
game.
preview and we said, "Look, whichever way you look at Brentford, it's still a London derby. You know what I
It's
mean?
still a London derby. It's a tough
And
game.
yeah, and they always bring the game to you. So I was expecting some level of good football. And
Yeah.
my whole take during the whole game was, the game was boring. It was moist, a little bit disjointed.
Exactly.
Didn't really see any goal coming.
Yeah.
Really, really pissed off with the Kai Havertz, with the Trossard goal that got disallowed, because I didn't think
Exactly.
there was any reason for them to disallow that goal based on the
Mm.
offside after the keeper parried it to the post and it came
Yeah.
back to Trossard and he put it in, but that goal got disallowed. So the frustration was there. The way we were
Mm.
playing went really, and then obviously, the Saka moment happened, putting the
Mm.
ball into the box, and
Yeah.
Kai Havertz, I just took instructions from from Ateta. I was talking about it, like, oh, look at that brother there taking instructions. You know what I mean? What is he gonna do? And
So is he gonna do?
lo
Mm.
and behold, Saka
Lo
puts
and
in the ball
behold.
into the corner,
Mm.
and he nots the ball in. But
Mm.
because of where I was watching the game,
Mm.
I didn't have the system to sync up with Lee. So me and Matty
Yeah.
were 10 seconds behind.
Yeah.
Lee and Offside, obviously they were together. They were
Mm.
watching the game like almost 10 seconds ahead of us. So we got
Yeah.
the reaction late. We were a little bit delayed. If you now go
Delayed. Yeah.
back and watch the clip, you'd see we were
Mm.
just that
Mm.
little bit delayed. Me and Matty was on the same time, but
Mm.
Lee was like a little bit further than us. So he saw the goal before we even saw it. And he said, "Get in." And he's like, "Fuck it, I'm not celebrating." I'm thinking, but I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Let me see what's happening on my
Let
screen.
me see what's
And
happening, man.
as I'm processing it, I'm saying, you mean you trying to tell me my man's just scored? You trying to? So the chat's going mad. The live chat's going crazy. 29 is scored. 20, as we call him on the stream. 20, we call him 29,
29.
and cousin Checo 35 because of the shirt
Mm.
number on their back.
Yeah, definitely.
29 scored. You trying to tell me 29 scored? So I saw. I'm like, holy shit. My man's just scored 29 scored. It's mad. This is crazy. Super sub. He just took. So at this point, I go into my
Mm.
shameless mode. I didn't care
Oh
no
my
more.
god. I saw you, man.
I, I went from all mode to shameless mode. Frank
Lee was
Gallagher.
looking at you like,
Bro,
oh my god, what
bro,
is going on here, man?
bro, I was like pig in shit. That's how, that's where I was. I was like a pig rolling. When I saw that, and I was
Shameless.
waiting. So I was waiting. All right, let's see what VAR's gonna do here. They do their thing. The goal
Mm.
gets cleared.
Mm.
I haven't go to
Mm.
celebrate. I'm clapping. I'm happy, and
Mm.
I'm at the same time looking on the screen at that point while I'm still going mad. I'm being, crazy about the goal.
Crazy and hyper. Yeah.
Yeah, only realizing, oh yeah, them two man ain't really them two man ain't really they ain't really celebrating the goal like that, you know what I mean? Matt is going,
Exactly,
bro.
man.
Matt is going mad about Kai Havertz as well. It was just a mad few,
Mm.
few seconds, if you like, maybe even a
Yeah.
minute, if you
Mm-hmm.
want to round it up,
Mm-hmm.
and then I came back and did say, I said, you know what, I'm not even gonna run you for you not celebrating. Number one, right, and I have two reasons for this, and I put one of them out
Yeah.
on the stream. Number one, the stream, the one that I didn't put down on the stream was basically me can't tell another man how to enjoy or not
How to
enjoy
enjoy. Yeah. Yeah.
match
Yeah.
day
Exactly.
experience. That's their
Sure.
match day experience. The same
Sure.
way
Definitely.
he can't tell me how to, go about my match day experience. If I want to
Definitely.
celebrate, I go and celebrate. If he don't want to celebrate, I can't tell him to celebrate. Do you see what
Hmm.
I'm trying to say? So
Yeah.
that's
Sure.
that's the first one out of the way. So that's his
Mm.
match day experience. That's my match day experience, and he's been out and said
Sure.
it, on multiple shows as well. What's
Mm.
I'm not stopping the next man from celebrating.
Sure.
But you
Sure.
can't tell me when to celebrate. That's
Yeah.
his time.
That's
That's where
his.
he's
Yeah.
good.
That's
All
his
right.
prerogative. Yeah.
And then the second one, and I said this right there on the stream,
Okay.
was before we signed this guy, 'cause me and him we speak offline and stuff like that. He's a good friend of mine,
Definitely.
as everybody
Definitely.
knows. I knew he put this out there. If we sign this guy, I'm not celebrating any fucking goal he scores. I don't care.
Mm.
I don't want him. And a
Mm.
lot of Arsenal fans didn't want him. We got him, but some of us said we are going to give him a chance and see what he does. It's
Yeah.
taking him a little bit longer to start showing this two goal
Yeah.
in
This
spirit.
trait. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah. This
at
trait.
the end of
Yeah.
the day, it's what's happening now. But
Mm.
over a period of time, a lot of us starting to get fed up with
Mm.
seeing him start games. So now he's coming off
Mm.
the bench. So if he's
Mm.
coming off the bench and doing that, all right, that's a better way to apply him. To me, that means you're not taking somebody else's space to start in
Mm.
the game if he's coming
Yeah.
off the bench and applying
Yeah.
himself. So I went too mad at it. But
Mm.
somebody else's thought, you can't put it down to me. I think I look at football different way. I'm a very, very nuanced guy. I'm not a black and
Yeah.
white.
Yeah. Yeah.
I look at gray areas as well because there's
As
plenty
well.
of gray areas in football. And on
Mm.
top of that, with me, I don't give a fuck. I just don't give a fuck.
Shameless settings.
Yeah,
Shame.
yeah,
See,
bro.
Ola, see, yeah, see. Kai Havertz scores a goal in the international game for Germany. Yeah,
Mm,
5 minutes after scoring his goal for Germany, gets a handball. Against Germany, his team cost
mm.
a penalty. They scored back. He came back to Arsenal. We needed him in that penultimate period where he scored a goal for Arsenal. We never expected this. I've criticized this guy.
We
I've
all,
done that. Yeah.
we all have.
I even Sincerely, I even want him to even leave the football club,
Yep,
at the time. And even now, and I've not changed, I've not changed that stance yet because he needs to give me more.
there
I
has
need
to
to
be
see more
consistency.
performances over a period of time.
Mm,
But yeah, see, Ola, let's don't throw this away, man.
mm.
Everyone has written this guy off. Let's be frank about that.
Yeah, yeah.
I have written him off. You have written him off.
Yeah,
Most Arsenal fans have written him off.
mm,
Yeah. And the guy comes in the 80, I think 84th minute or so, and then in the 89th minute scores a goal. And trust me, at that point in time, if he was not scoring that goal, that game was a draw, right?
yeah.
It was heading
Um,
to a draw, right,
yeah,
Ola?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. And
You
and that
know,
and you know what?
I,
Yeah,
I was happy to get out of there with a point. You know what I
exactly.
mean?
I was ready to accept the point, but at the time, if it was Win the Dog that scored the goal for
I
Arsenal
couldn't
in
give
that
a
game
damn.
against Brentford, I don't care because at the end of the day, it's Arsenal that wins the game. But you
Yeah.
know what? Yeah, transfer it, like just throw that away. He comes into this game, yeah, the big stage, the Champions League. That's the big stage, whether we like it or not,
Mm-hmm.
and learned, yeah, a team that beat us up at their home, yeah, in France. Coming back into this game, I was hoping for maybe a decent 2-1 win. Decent 2-3-1 win. Maybe not even more than two. I was looking at 2-0, 2-1 win for
Yeah.
Arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the first goal of the game, Kai Havertz from nowhere just times a perfectly timed header from Gabriel Jesus and slots that ball into the net. Ola, back to back goals.
Mm.
Internationally, in the country, in the Premiership, back to back goals. Also in the Champions League. Ola, have we as Arsenal fans, yeah, have
Mm.
we jumped the gun? Yeah. Have we been fair to Kai Havertz? And mind you, yeah, I gave him just 10 games to show me what he has. And 10 games has passed and he didn't show me what I wanted to see. So even me, I'm also a culprit in this too. So I'm not immune to this. I'm also a partaker in that problems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that I've given to Kai Havertz in terms of criticism,
Mm-hmm.
criticizing him. Ola, I know you to be someone who has criticized him too.
Mm.
Ola, have we jumped the gun too early? Is it that players can be judged by the end of the season, which is the normal parameter we use to judge players? We have judged this guy even before half the games in a season. Ola, talk to us. What do you think? Have Arsenal fans jumped the gun on this one?
Um, the answer is no, and there's the answer is no. We haven't jumped the gun.
Hmm.
I think he arrived to the party too late. And
Hmm. Hmm.
I mean,
Hmm.
he's the one that turned up late. We
Hmm.
were there from the get go, from start of the season. When the season starts, we're raring to go. You
We're
know,
ready to go. Yeah.
as fans, that's what we do. We're
Hmm.
ready to start racking up the points. We're ready to start looking how the table starts shaping up by 10 games.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
what we do as football fans. So
Yeah.
we didn't jump the gun. He arrived too late, especially for a player that knows the league. If it was a player that's coming
Hmm.
outside the league, you might afford him a bit more time. But this is a player
Yeah.
that played in the Premier League consistently for 3 years. Not just in
Yeah.
the Premier League, he's played in London. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
He
He's
knows he
played in
has to
London.
hit the ground running. He
So
knows he
you
has to
know,
hit the ground running.
for that price tag, and that was one of the other factors as well that kind of made it look like fans weren't being patient with him.
Yeah.
You know, and when you said earlier on, big up yourself, Jay. Salute to CFCOG as well. AFC
Is
always big up yourself.
Jay gets a po. Yeah. What see? Yeah, this guy since he joined my channel, yeah, he's
Mm,
been one of my consistent viewers. Yeah, even if there's other things going on other channels,
yeah,
Jay,
man. It's still
Jay,
tuning
this Jay, he always pops in and he always
in.
comes in to show me love.
Yeah,
Big ups
man.
to you, Jay, and we
Big
love
up,
you on this channel, my brother. We
yeah,
love
man.
you, and we also love your contributions to very, very savvy guy when he talks about Arsenal. He gets a po.
Yeah, man.
Big
Big
ups
up
to
yourself,
you, and
man.
he's a true
Big up
gooner.
yourself.
Yeah, Ola, you were saying something, man.
Yeah, so for me, Kai Havertz, the price tag didn't help. So that the price tag comes with a lot of expectation as well. So when you
Mm,
ask the question to answer the question, did we jump the gun? I think when you look at the circumstances surrounding him, surrounding his signing, surrounding
mm,
the mood of the fans when it was being touted to be signed, and the
mm,
expectation that came with the transfer fee, you can't say we jumped the gun because we were
mm.
expecting things. And
Yeah.
it, now
Exactly,
obviously
because he came for £65 million. The
because
expectation is already there. Like, we're
you
salivating
know,
because he
and
was brought in for big money.
this is the other point I wanted to make. This is the other point I wanted to make in terms of what you said as part of your question when you
Mm,
said, we used to judge players at the end of the season back in the
yeah,
day, but those
yeah,
times have changed. Football's changed. You don't even know the rules to offside no more. I don't know
exactly,
the rules to offside no more. I don't
exactly,
think
man.
many football fans today that watch men's football can tell
Mm,
me they know the offside rule
exactly.
exactly because
Mm,
everything hides behind subjectivity in football nowadays.
exactly. In football
Nothing is
nowadays,
not nothing
nothing is
is
black and
breaking the
white. Like,
nothing's
yeah,
breaking the rule.
exactly.
You know,
Yeah, true, true.
that's the world we live in modern football. So
Mm,
there's a lot that's changed, and that comes with the expectation for players to perform and hit the ground running. That's also changed with the more the price tag for these players keep going up.
Ola,
So
Ola, Ola, Ola. He has scored back-to-back goals now. The-
yeah,
it- have you? Has your idea about Kai Havertz has it changed
it's not
within
changed.
this little period
No,
that he has been able to,
it's,
reinsert himself into the
it's,
game plan of
it's not
Arsenal? Do,
it's
do,
not
do you
changed. It's
think
not changed.
it
Let me
hasn't changed yet? Okay.
let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Um, for me, Kai Havertz has to show more on
Hmm.
a more consistent basis, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So with the team that he's got around him, right,
Yeah.
that can happen.
Hmm.
I believe that can happen with with the players and the team he's got around him. That
Yeah.
can happen, right? The way he gets deployed,
Hmm.
if the right instructions are now coming in and he's applying himself, we could
And he's
see,
applying himself.
we could,
Exactly. We're
we
not
could
seeing
see,
balls being whipped by Bukayo Saka.
right?
See, this guy was brought in as a guy that was, very, very savvy in terms of using his head. Aerial ability is always there in Chelsea. So and at Arsenal, we're not even using that ability. We all know that he has his aerial ability. We have a 6 foot plus German, tall enough to get headers.
Mm.
Why are they not whipping in crosses for this guy to at least get one in? That's what
but
I'm
but
saying, man.
but for us to get more out of Kai Havertz, um, I think the instructions has to be right. Using
Mm,
him off the bench
yeah.
has to be right. Using him
Mm,
start games has to be right. You got, because this is not just any season now. This is
yeah.
season we're trying to go for the title again. Well,
We won the title.
you
Not
know,
trying to. We want it. We need the title. We're
you,
starving for the
you
title.
know, we're hungry for it. We ain't seen this title in
Mm,
10 years. We're hungry for it.
exactly, man.
So
Mm,
as fans, the expectation is high. And
yeah.
when you get the feeling from watching the game, and you almost feel sometimes, in a lot of the times, that a lot of fans have said this. This is not just me.
Mm,
A lot of the fans, a lot of the fan bases said this. Like, it looks like we're playing with 10 men sometimes. We can't have it in the
exactly.
game, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if it starts to contribute in a positive way to the team, like we've been saying, I'll welcome it.
I
But
welcome it.
it needs to
I
be
swear.
consistent. It needs to be
Yeah.
consistent. And I'm not think I have it go and score 30 in 30 games.
Ola, that's where I have, and that's my next question. That's where I have a big problem now.
Mm,
Because see, yeah, I've sampled some other shows, and some of them are saying, hey, now that Kai Havertz has scored 2 goals at the bounce, it has to consistently score goals. Now,
mm,
this is the problem I have with such statements. Yeah,
mhm,
is it being employed as a striker in this team? Because the Kai Havertz I know is playing left center mid.
mm.
So he's not a striker. So what are our expectations from Kai Havertz?
Goal
Is it
contribution.
to is it to score goals, or is it to be a left-sided center mid, which is to probably maybe assist?
Goals and assists. Goals and assists change games, changes players. Even you don't matter how bad you're looking at Kai Havertz right now. If he start adding those things to his game, I'm not even asking at the level of, say, like a Madison, or
Mm,
even what Shaka was giving us the season
yeah,
before he left. I'm
yeah.
not even, but like, if he starts to visibly give that to the team, the rhetoric will change around Havertz.
It's just that people are judging him now based
Goals,
on the
goals
goals
and
he has
assists.
scored now.
Goals and assists changes a lot of things, man. It changes it changes the picture of a lot of things, you know.
Yeah,
Right
because
now,
people are saying he should score goals now, and I'm saying, is he being employed as a striker in this team? He's
well,
not a striker
if
in this
you're
team,
if you're not
so we
scoring,
don't expect him to consistently score
be,
goals.
be,
I'm
be, be,
talking about an
be,
all-round performance might be something
be
different.
involved. For me, my demand is this, right? Or my expectation. I was not demand, but expectation is this. If
Hmm.
you're not scoring goals and you're not directly assisting, be the part of the progression that led to goal.
Be in the danger zone, be
Be
in the
you know
danger
be
zone.
part of the link,
Mm.
right?
Part of
Nobody,
it.
right? If you look at the game we played yesterday, just look at Tomiyasu. Just look at
Oh
his
my God,
goal
it was
involved.
everywhere. It
The, the,
was everywhere.
they got for the first goal, he pinged it in for Jesus to bring down. For the second
Oof.
goal, no, not for the second goal. The goal for Odegaard, another
Yeah,
one. The one for
another one,
Martinelli. He just found
another one.
Martinelli out there. You know,
And
so
don't forget his defensive abilities also yesterday. He
so
defended properly.
being he went getting direct assists, but it
Mhm.
was involved in the
It
building
was
of the goal.
involved in the build up,
So,
exactly. And
so,
that's what
so
we demand from our players.
and this is what I'm trying to say. If Kai Havertz starts to do that on a more regular basis,
Mm.
I think the narrative and the rhetoric will change around him. Look, it's come up with two
But
very
is it being used properly by Mikel Arteta? Because see, when we start seeing all this type of balls being whipped in, because see, this just started. Bukayo Saka just started whipping in balls, direct balls, yeah,
Mhm.
down to Kai Havertz to have a chance to even be in and about the whole thing. And now Kai Havertz is finding spaces in the 18-yard box. Is it that we've not been employing him in, in his rightful place?
No,
Is
no, no,
that the
no.
problem?
Bro, this manager tried everything with him, man. Like I said,
Okay,
he just arrived to the party late, man.
late. Okay.
And we don't know whether this is just a small and then it's gonna stop, and then we're gonna go
Mm.
back to seeing. 10 games where Kai Havertz ain't do shit. We don't know.
Yeah, we
Or
don't
is
know.
this going to be a continuation? So let's not
Mm.
jump the gun on that and start getting on our knees for Kai Havertz. You know what I mean?
So so let's just be shameless right now, yeah,
Yeah,
and
man.
just
Just
and
take the
just
goal for what it is right now. I'm taking it for what
exactly.
it is right now. I'm enjoying what it is. I'm taking it for what it is right now, and
Ola is shameless,
all.
guy.
That's all
He's
there is to
shameless,
it.
man.
That's all
I'm
there is to
shameless, but this guy, yeah, is a different shameless, man.
it. Let's hold on. Let's everybody calm down. Put the brakes. You know what I mean? Don't get on your knees
Exactly,
yet for Kai
exactly.
Havertz, man. Don't get on your knees
Exactly,
yet
man.
for Kai Havertz. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Ola, see, of course, we've used 26 minutes to talk about Kai Havertz. See, Ola, let's talk about something very important in this team, and that's
Mm,
creativity. Our
yeah.
creative general, yeah, yesterday started uh, this Champions League game. I'm talking of Martin Odegaard. What do you have to say about his performances? Of course, injuries here and there that has been, put forward by the management and the board or Mikel Arteta, whatever, whoever is bringing out all those news, yeah. But they've said he has been injured. Good, I accept. I feel it was his deep in form that was being protected at the time.
Mm,
I'm just saying, it's
yeah.
just my own theory, yeah.
Yeah.
But again, you look at that matchup, yeah. Despite that goal, did did Odegaard did he show up?
He ain't
Because
even
you
do
know
much.
what, yeah, in that game against Brentford, he didn't show up.
Mm,
He didn't show up in that game against Brentford. He
yeah.
couldn't string passes together. He was being outmarked, maybe totally found out. But in
Yeah.
this game, Ola, what do you have to say about Martin Odegaard?
Um, Odegaard for me didn't look. It's got a brilliant goal. That
Lovely
volley
goal.
was mad.
I'm
That volley
shameless
was
about
mad.
that one.
That
Lovely goal.
volley was mad. So
Beautiful goal.
give
Mm.
him his props on that. Um, and again, big up my boy Tommy Asa. I'm gonna keep praising
Oh my God,
my
Tommy
boy
Asu, Tommy
Tommy,
Asu.
man.
Mm,
Anyways,
mm,
I digress.
mm.
Brilliant volley from Odegaard, but like you said, and I'm in agreement with you. This is my thought process at the time as well. That I
Yeah.
think is more of a form problem for Odegaard than
Mm,
an injury problem. But
mm.
obviously the club is come out protect him, take him out of the limelight because he did come off. He did. He, I think he got played one time and he scored. Did he score?
He scored. Yeah, he
And
scored.
then we didn't see him
And
again.
and then and then they said
And
that
then
he
he
had a
just vanished.
concussion.
Yeah, yeah,
Bro,
yeah. And
all
he
this
just vanished.
news,
So
yeah, yeah, exactly. And Arsenal PR is not even giving. They're not even doing things right because just the other day,
mm,
Gabriel Jesus was declared injured till December, and then he went to the Brazilian national team and played against. It's a mess. The whole PR spin, it's a
mm,
mess. So we can't really take the pill they're forcing us to swallow about
mm.
Martin Odegaard. But
Yeah.
we do
But look,
agree. Big up to you,
again,
Anthony Herbert, man. Anthony
yeah,
Herbert
man.
is in the show. Big up, man.
Salute to Anthony Herbert. Big up to you. For me, it's more with Odegaard again. A lot of us want to see some of what we saw last season because we
Mm,
know what these guys were capable of. This is all I said, in the watch along yesterday. We
yeah.
know that our players are capable of this. We saw it last year. They've got it
Mm,
in them.
mm,
Is it they just haven't been able to put it together yet? Apparently, this is the first time that that particular set of players, front five,
yeah.
front six, whatever you want to call it, is first time they've really played together. Um, and if this is what we can expect from them, then I'm all for it. You know,
Mm,
um, I still think we need to add a full spine in terms of competition.
mm,
Striker, another midfielder
yeah.
to go in there to really complement Rice
Yeah.
and another centre back. I'll have
Mm,
another centre back, and we're staring down
yeah.
the barrel of looking for another goalkeeper. You know what I mean? So we're still looking for
We're still, yeah.
find out we've been talking about since 2010. Yeah,
Exactly. Exactly.
till
We're
this
still looking
day,
for the spine till
we're
this
still
day.
looking for five.
Till this
Till this
day.
day.
Till this day. See, Ola, yeah. See, Ola, see. This is the thing.
Oh,
Arsenal haven't beaten a team 6-0 since the year
Mm.
2017. You know, I'm this stats guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just love this thing, yeah, because
Mm.
it gives you a true picture, about the situation of things, yeah. The
Right.
last time we beat any team 6-0, yeah, was in competitively was in the Europa League 2017, and guess what? Arsene Wenger was still the manager of this
Mm.
football club, and also Mohamed El Neni scored in
Yeah.
that in
Yeah.
that 6-0 rout of
That's
Bate
wild, isn't it?
Borisov.
Yeah.
It was
That's
Bate
wild.
Borisov we played against
Yeah. You
at the
know what?
time.
That's mad. Still, I was actually at that game.
You had that game?
Yeah,
Are you serious?
Mesut Ozil went crazy in that
It
game.
went cray
Oh
on
my
that,
God, yeah,
in
that,
that
that, was,
game.
that was a beautiful night. That was a beautiful night.
Ola, see, just the same thing Anthony Herbert is saying here. He says, big up Tony and Ola. I have to give the team an Ateta credit for the
Mm.
6-0 win. See, Ola, winning 6-0, yeah, it's not something that has happened since 2017. Ola, is this Arsenal back? Or is this Arsenal,
Flash in
are
the
we
pan. Is it?
flash in the pan? Yeah, that's what I really want to understand, because
Mm.
all I see, to be very sincere, we've not played like this all season.
Mhm.
See, it's been long enough. The last game that we did win the ball possession and dominate the game
Mm.
totally was in the Champions League game against PSV, where we routed those guys. Yeah, when we beat them at home. But this one, yeah, we dominated possession in a way. I think it was 50, I think 51-49 or so, almost 50-50, but still domination to me. Not really dominate, but we had ball possession, and
Mm.
we also dominated this game too. Ola, is this something that we can say we're taking off from here? Because we've not had these performances,
Right.
through the season. So
I,
do you
I'm
think we're starting from here to show what we've got right
no.
now?
What I think happened in this game is we scored early, which is something we've not been doing in the league.
Mm.
We scored
Very
early,
important point.
and when you
Mm,
score early, you open up teams. Teams just
mm,
the game plan is out the window for them to sit back and soak up pressure. They have to come out and try and get something. And if you're
yeah.
clinical, which is
Mm,
something else, another
mm,
facet of the game,
mm,
which is not something we've been seeing in the league. We've not
yeah.
been that clinical in the league. Like in
Mm.
this game, we had 8 shots on target. We scored 6 of them. That's this is as clinical. We were surgical yesterday, bro.
It's
Like
scary, man.
surgical, like
Scary.
proper,
Mm.
proper surgical business. We came out with.
Surgical business.
So when we're performing like that in front of goal, then
Mm,
it's hard for teams to to hang with us, you know.
mm,
But in the league, it's a different kind of thing. I'm not expecting this performance in the league. I'd love to see it, but I'm not
mm,
expecting it because I
yeah.
know teams know how to set up against us in the league. Obviously, Lons, we scored that early goal. They came
Mm.
out trying to get something back. They opened up and we just took advantage of it. 3 goals
Advantage of
in
it.
6 minutes. It was crazy. Um,
Yeah.
we wouldn't be getting those type of opportunities in the league. But
Mm,
what I would say, and what I would say I expect is when we get our chances in front of goal in the league now, I expect a better level of
yeah.
clinicalness in
Of
front of goal
clinical.
that
Yeah.
than what we've been seeing over the last
Mm,
13 games. So
mm,
I think we've been wasteful a lot of the times that some of the chances that we've had this season, especially in the Premier League. Um, I think we've been a little bit wasteful, and we
mm.
need to start putting some of those chances that we're creating. We need to start putting those away, and we start
Well,
doing that. If we start doing it earlier than we've been doing it, I
mm.
think we'll get more chances to see more goals from Arsenal because team are going to open up.
Ola, see, Trossard, yeah. But I've told you before, man. This guy is one of the most disrespected players at Arsenal Football
Oh,
Club. I've
tell me
told you
about it.
this thing.
Tell me about
I've told you. I've told other of my mates too. The most disrespected.
Yeah, I
This
love
guy,
Chelsea.
yeah. When Gabriel Jesus was injured, yeah, Eddie Nketiah injured. This guy, came in, scored a couple of goals for us, went to the internationals for Belgium, scored, a goal for them, here and there. And
Mhm.
then he comes back here. He's been withdrawn from that number 9 position in that game against Brentford. He didn't play as our point man. Good. He was withdrawn. Good. And now in the second game, after
He
we
still
came back
scored in
from
that
the
game. After that goal was wrongfully disallowed.
exactly.
Unless somebody is going to tell me the offside rule as we know it. If the offside rule is as we know it, that's a good goal. I'm still baffled
PG
how
Mola's
that was.
taking it. PG Mola's taking the goal. But again, that's what they do. That's what they do.
That's
It
by the by. But I'm just trying to say in terms of trusted contribution. He still
trusted
played in that game
contribution.
and still scored. He
Yeah,
got
yeah,
this.
yeah. Exactly. But it's not even about the contribution now. I'm even looking at Olaya. In the game, in this Champions League game, yeah, he was being tossed aside and thrown to the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Ola, are we treating Trossard in a respectable manner in this team? Because he comes in, he gets us some certain type of goals, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's just like we just totally forget about him when when the players that are being favored by the manager come. I'm not saying favored, but when the players that we do know are maybe are part of our first 11 come back, and then this guy that has been saving our asses is just left to rot in the bench. Th- does that give you any sign in any way? What do you think about Trossard and the situation with us right now?
Um, with Trossard is a little bit difficult because when you look
Hmm.
at that front five, front six,
Shout out Wolfang Division. Big ups Wolfang. Yeah.
you know, uh, Wolfie, you jackass.
Ola
Love you,
said
bro. I love you,
29
bro.
is his favorite player yet.
Bro,
Oh
I
my
said it.
god.
I said on the watch along is the best 65 million we ever spent. How about that? I went
Oh
one
my.
further, bro. I went one
Shameless.
further. I
Wolfgang
went one
is
further. How
shameless.
about that? Huh?
Shameless.
The best
He's
65 million we ever
shameless.
spent. I wasn't gonna let you down.
Shameless.
I wasn't gonna let. I wasn't gonna let you down, Wolfie, man. That'll be letting you down, Wolfie. You know what I mean?
Big up to you, Wolf. He's at work right now and he's listening to us. Big up to you.
Yeah,
Jay
man.
said something. Ola, before you continue, Jay said something. Jay
Mm,
said, it was the Arsenal of last season, last night. Hope it
mm.
continues. Get behind the team. We just criticize when the team plays bad because we want the best for Arsenal. Ola, please delve into what Jay has just said because it's very, very important.
Yeah. I mean, look, and this is the thing. I mentioned it earlier on. We know our team is capable of playing this way.
Mm,
We know that. So
we know.
it's not even, and that's why fans has been critical this season because they thinking to themselves, what happened to the team we saw last season? A lot of them are still here.
Yeah.
They can still play the same way. Like, what's going on?
Mm, what's going
Barry
on?
Shaka, like everybody's still here. What's happening? Where is that
Mm,
football gone? So I can see
yeah.
why people were being frustrated, including myself, including Tony and yourself, Jay. A lot of the times this season when you're looking at the games and thinking, boy, if we don't get our act together, teams are going to suss us out. So
Mm,
hopefully, we see performances like this a bit more, just being clinical in front of goal and opening teams up,
true.
early on in the game. I think it's going to serve us well moving forward. But
Yeah.
look, I can't criticize anything I saw yesterday. Even
Mm,
Jorginho came off the bench and scored a penalty that Odegaard was going to take. So
yeah, exactly.
I can't. There's nothing bad I can say about the game that happened.
Ola, this Trossard issue.
I'm, I'm,
Do you think? Do you think with the treatment Trossard is getting right now? Yeah, we've
yeah, I
seen
was
there's
I
no
was saying
future.
about
We've
Trossard. I was saying about Trossard.
we've
Just
seen there's no future for him, right?
no, no,
Should
no,
he
no, no,
leave
no,
by
no, no,
January?
no, no. This
Talk
no,
to
no,
us.
no, no. Trossard definitely should not leave. He's the most technical, gifted player that we got at the club. Right, that's number
Okay.
one. I've said this time and time again. And number two, I still think Trossard has a role to play for this club,
Mm,
especially now we're getting to the 16. We're going to the round of 16 in Champions League. We're going
mm,
to play more
mm,
quality teams where we're going to need this
mm,
technical ability to get us out of jail in certain games.
mm,
So we're going to
mm.
need Trossard. going forward. And like I said, when you look at the front five, front six that played yesterday, that started the game, bar
Yeah.
Kai Havertz, who would you say should have sat on the bench for Trossard? Bar Kai Havertz. Don't mention Kai
No.
Havertz. Who would you drop for him out of that front five? So even Trossard knows it's difficult. It's difficult,
Mm.
because
Yeah.
the only time people moan about Trossard not playing is when Kai Havertz is playing. So take Kai Havertz out of the equation. Who do you bring in for Trossard?
For Trossard, yeah. Mm.
Difficult, bruv.
Very
Especially
difficult,
if
bro.
this guy stays in the form that they're in. Jesus, you're looking at Jesus, scored yesterday. Looking at Martinelli, scored yesterday. Saka, goal and assist.
Hmm.
Odegaard scored. Kai Havertz scored. Who do you drop?
Who do
Who,
you drop?
who do you criticize for Trossard not playing yesterday? You
Mm.
know, it's hard when you look at
It's
it like
hard.
that. It's
Yeah.
difficult, but I love Trossard, and Trossard, like I said, most technical gifted player at the club. I love the way he approaches football. Right
Yeah.
footed, left footed, he can do it. Oh, he can. He's jumping higher than defenders that are way taller
Mm.
than him and scoring goals
Yeah.
for him. So Trossard is doing.
Yeah.
He's got all those attributes, but the team is playing in at the moment, and the players that are in the position that he wants to occupy, they're doing one or two things at the moment, man. So only time will tell when Trossard comes back in the team. But look, this is what we want: competition, competition,
Mm.
competition.
Competition. It's what we
What we
want.
want.
It's
It's
what we want.
what we
It's
want,
what
bro.
we want because if there's competition for places in this
Because
football club,
these
it will
guys
change
know,
things.
these players know, Martinelli at least know, I fuck up, Trossard comes in. Kai knows, I fuck
Exactly.
up, Trossard comes in. And I
Comes
might not
in.
get that
Mm.
spot back. Even Jesus must think, boy, you know what I mean? Trossard, yeah, unlucky for you to get your goal disallowed in the Brentford game. But if I fuck up, manager could be thinking, yo, you know what? Trossard can go in there. So it keeps
Yeah,
everybody
man.
on their toes. And
On their
Trossard can
toes.
play
Yeah.
multiple positions. There's so much that Trossard brings, man. I love that brother,
But
man.
again,
Yeah.
do you think Trossard will be frustrated with what's going on with him personally right now and hand a transfer request by January?
No,
Because
no,
if he's
no,
seeing all these things go on, he might say, you know what, yeah, there might be better teams out there that actually need me and I might actually be playing,
mm,
24/7. And mind you,
right,
Belgium have already qualified for the European Championships coming up next year.
mm.
Players are looking for ways to get into their team starting 11. Do you think because of situations like this that Trossard might say, you know what, yeah, I like Arsenal Football Club, but they're not giving me what I need. I need games, and if I'm not getting those games, well, I'll just put in a hand in a transfer request by January. What do you think?
Personally, I don't think it's gonna get to that with him. And I
Okay.
say that because of where we are and what we're trying to do.
Mm,
And if that message is clear to him, and it's this is still a team sport, and I
mm,
speak to a lot of athletes, as you know, in the fight game, and they
yeah.
all have the same mentality. They all want
Yeah.
the best. And whether
True.
they're the current, because whether you look at the same fighter that goes in, into a cage and fights by himself, he still has a team of people.
Yeah.
He's got a coach, he's got his nutrition, he's got a physio, he's got sparring partners. There's a whole team of people that get them to that position. And if they don't feel that team of people is giving them what they want, they go out to other gyms and
Mm,
try and find a new team that way. But
yeah.
when you know you're on the cusp of something good, you don't just walk away from the team
Mm,
that's
mm,
trying to get you to the cusp of that something good. So maybe he's getting a message of there's some, we are at the cusp of something good. We didn't quite
yeah.
get nail it last season. Maybe with your contribution, we can try, and a few more additions this January, if it goes strong, maybe we can nail that situation that we did nail last season. And nobody thought we were going to be here last season. Let's get it straight. A lot of
Let's
people
get it
said,
straight.
a lot of people said last season, the next season, Arsenal not gonna be in no title race, because Chelsea will be better, because United will
Mm,
be better, because City
mm,
will be better, because Liverpool
mm,
will be better. This is what they said last season. you know,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
we are where everybody else wants to be right now today. I'm
Right
not
now.
talking about with no, the league is not won in November, in December. So, but today
Definitely.
we are in a position where everybody wants to be in. The rest of the league wants
Mm.
to be at the top of the table, and
Exactly.
we're there. So,
Mm.
I'm
Mm.
happy with where we are,
Mm.
and I hope Trossard, it doesn't come to that where he's putting in transfer requests.
We're putting a transfer request.
Because that kind of thing can destabilize what you're trying to do
What you're
in the
trying to
season.
do, and that's
You know what I
true.
mean?
That's
You
true.
can throw
That's
spanners in
true.
the work. So,
That's true. Shout out to
anything that's
Oregun
gonna
Gunner,
happen.
who is down here in the chart. Yeah, big ups
Mhm.
Oregun Gunner. Po po po.
Big
That's
up
our guy.
Oregon. Yeah.
Yeah. Big ups Afro Thunder. Yeah, that's Ola's guy, man. Big ups to the Afro Thunder, man.
That's my
Yeah,
brother.
big ups
My
to
guy.
you. That's your brother, man. See, Ola. Um, I know you. I know you've heard this, but Fabio Vieira
Hmm.
is injured, and this injury actually he had a groin surgery about 4 days ago. Yeah, and he's not going to be back until January. What are your thoughts on this? And to what extent do you think replacements are now needed because of this? Because right now, Fabio Vieira is out of the picture. El Neni out of the picture by January because he's leaving for the African Cup of Nations. Um, Jorginho now has the license to speak to other teams because his contract is running out and it's less than 6 months now. So he has the right to speak to other teams. So his head will be in the next move, right? Although he's a professional, but again, when you're that guy, yeah, that you know you're not wanted in the team, you would be leaving the team, definitely mentally you won't be there. So you might not really give your 100% to that team. So let's say he's almost out of the football club. Good. We have Tomiyasu who's leaving the team. See, all these guys, Thomas Partey, even if he comes back right now, by January he's leaving to the African Cup of Nations. Fabio Vieira has just been declared injured until 2024. Ola, what do you think, man?
Um, it's a bit concerning
Hmm.
in terms of numbers. In terms of numbers, and our January game is gonna have to be strong. We have to go into the market and beef up, man. You know what I mean? We got to go into the market and beef up because
Hmm.
the 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 amount of players that we're going to lose because of injuries and
Hmm.
international tournaments, African Cup of Nations, Asian Cup. It's
Yeah,
it's it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be
gonna
tough.
be tough. Yeah,
But if Arsenal want to show again the vein of form that we're going in, the the games that we got lined up going towards Christmas, we could be in a healthy position come
yeah.
January.
Hmm.
Come January. Maybe Liverpool's probably one of the hardest games in all of those that we've
Yeah,
got left. Um, we could be in a very healthy position, at least still be in
exactly.
and around that top two, top three places, and not being too far away, points tally
Yeah.
wise.
Hmm.
Um, and if we go and beef up, like beefing up the
Yeah.
security and everything,
Hmm.
I think we could mount a proper challenge to
Yeah.
sustain. I'm not saying we're gonna win it or anything like that, but at least inject yourself with that steroid to get you to the end of the season, bro.
End of the
And
season.
and see and,
Exactly.
and see, if you can just do a John Jones, man. Go and beef up, man. You know what I mean? We need to beef up in January. That's all I'm trying
Hmm.
to say. Go in the gym, go in the market, beef up.
Hmm.
Because these players that we're going to be losing, and in Fabio Vieira that we've lost, in the grand scheme of things, when you look at player, when you mention Fabio Vieira in isolation, do I care? Not really, but he's a
Not
body.
really.
But he's a body.
I
You
know,
know
but
what I mean?
again,
The body.
again, during January, you need bodies. It doesn't matter whether
He's the
you
body.
need, yeah, you need the bodies, man.
Yeah,
You need
yeah,
those bodies.
yeah.
Yeah, you need the squad depth, and
I
right
agree
now
with
the
you.
depth isn't there.
He's
So it
dwindling.
means that it's dwindling. So exactly, if anything happens to this first 11, we're screwed. we're totally screwed by January. But shout out to Taib Hussein. That's my guy. Taib,
Yeah, man.
where
Salam
have you
alaikum
been, man?
rahmatullah wa
Salam
barakatuh, my
alaikum, my
brother.
brother, man. Where have you been, man? Bro, you left me out on the cold, Taib, man. But thanks for popping in today to the show, man. Big up to you. Wolfie, big up to you, man. Oregon Guna, po, po, po. See, Ola, on to the next one, right? Wolves, the next game. We all know what has been happening with Wolves recently. They've been looking good. Forget that, they were robbed in the last match against Fulham.
Mhm.
Fulham beat them 3-2, but there's a disputed penalty, man. Bro, I don't know what's going with officiating in this country, man, but it's in a mess. It's in a
Mm.
big mess. And VAR is in the, you know, it's in the forefront of this mess.
Gary O'Neill had a lot to say. The manager had a lot to say. He had a
Exactly, man.
over 5 minute interview, man. And
Jesus Christ. Bro,
I,
it's a lot.
I'm with him. I'm with him on what he's talking about. I sympathize with them. Losing about 6-7 points due to VAR
It's a
decisions that is
bro, it's a
clear as
shambles.
day is just horrible, horrible,
Of which they
and
later apologized to the team. It's not
this
like
is horrible.
it's not
It's
in the
unacceptable.
sentiment. Like they've actually apologized to
Bro,
Wolves. Like
it's
we took this
unacceptable,
points
bro.
away from you.
It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable at this level of the game.
Mm,
It's crazy. It's crazy to be getting
mm,
cost that many points that often. With decisions that are clear as day. They're not even hard decisions to make. It's not
mm.
like one that is coming to like inconclusivity. You can
Yeah.
really see what's going on there, and they keep coming up to wrong decisions against Wolves. And you know, I want to beat Wolves, but I want to beat them in the right way. I don't want to beat them on dodgy decisions. I want to beat them
Mm,
in the right way. Look, I take every
mm.
goal. I take every result, whichever way they come.
Shameless setting.
Don't get it
Shameless.
all wrong. But but
Shameless.
but let's call VAR. Let's call VAR out when they fuck up. Man.
Exactly, man.
Let's call them out when
But
they
again,
fuck up.
Ola, see, I don't want any messy or honor killings, yeah, being dealt to us by PG Mall, yeah, because Wolves is our next game. I don't want them giving them any messy, messy killing of Arsenal or honor killing, because of what they face. I want to see Wolves
Yeah,
being
we could be.
slayed in the
Yeah,
weekend.
the VAR could make us the sacrificial lamb, man,
The
and say, "Yo,
sacrificial lambs, yeah, and
I say, yeah,
and
no,
with Arsenal right
that's
now.
no, man. Santa Claus. We say, yeah, Claus is
Santa
around the
Claus.
corner.
And again,
Santa's
Mikel
around the
Arteta
corner,
has
man.
been able to piss these guys off. These guys are pissed off because, you know, even after the warning, yeah, even after the, PG Moore telling Mikel Arteta he had to come in and explain himself, he has said that, I'm a manager and I will keep talking about things like this.
Mm,
I'm sure they're really pissed off with this guy. And he
yeah.
is giving other managers the cojones. Just
Mm.
like O'Neill, look at what O'Neill is saying. If Mikel Arteta didn't come out boldly to, tackle these things too, these other managers,
They won't be,
they'll just
yeah,
keep
they won't
shut.
be saying
They
it.
will
There's
come out.
Derby,
So
O'Neill, yeah,
exactly. So PG Moore might be looking for a sacrificial lamp, and the best sacrificial lamp out there might just be Arsenal.
hey,
Yeah, because of
we
Mikel
we
Arteta. But
we just have we just have to be the wolves in sheep's clothing, man. You know what I mean?
exactly, man.
We
So
have to
we
be the
have to
wolves.
beat these guys.
Well, we have to be the wolf in sheep's
See,
clothing, man.
we have to beat these guys, man. We have to beat these guys on Saturday. Sorry, and again, it's the first game, yeah, on Saturday, so it's a big game. I
Oh,
don't
is it?
really trust Arsenal.
I thought it
It's
was
the
a 3 o'clock
first game.
kickoff.
I think it's wait, let me check it out. But
Sure, it's
it's
a
the first game. It's the first game on Saturday. Oh,
what?
it's a late kickoff actually. All matches are starting late, but it's a 3 p.m. kickoff actually.
Yeah, 3 p.m. kickoff.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
what I
3
thought.
p.m.
Yeah,
kickoff.
everybody's
Yeah,
playing at 3 p.m. And
everyone apart from Newcastle, Man
Everton,
United.
yeah, Everton, New Forest, half 5, and then United,
Mm,
Newcastle, 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
So
3 o'clock.
man, those are big ones. Yeah, but again, Ola, see, we'll face Wolves. Yeah, those guys have been looking good. I actually thought we were going to face them in the Molineux, but no, we're facing them at the Emirates. What are your thoughts? Looking to that game, what do you think, man?
Um, Wolves, they're a good team.
Mm,
Gary O'Neill has got them playing some decent kind of football.
exactly.
They've had a lot of luck go against them
Mm,
in a lot of games. But I still expect us to go and get a result against Wolves.
mm.
Um, uh, Look, if this is the thing, I don't think Wolves has got the finishers in their team to really trouble our defense.
They beat
Because
City. They beat Tottenham.
yes, they did, but we we still got our center backs, man. I rate them. I
Mm,
love Saliba
yeah.
and I like Gabriel and I like
Mm,
Tomiyasu. I like
yeah.
her back line. You know,
Yeah.
Raya not
Yeah.
so much. He's got work. He's got some work to do to convince me.
Mm, mm,
Um, and with this game here, I think I'm expecting us to go and win. 2-0,
mm,
three,
mm.
maybe 3-1. Give them a go.
Yeah.
3-1.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm expecting a victory in this game, man.
How would you approach the game if you were Mikel Arteta? How would you approach it? Would you
Yeah,
be looking at Odegaard having a starring role? Would you be starting a Kai Havertz in that game, or do you think
it,
Kai Havertz will be a kind of like an immobile kind of person?
I
So
haven't
we
played
might just bring in sosomeone like a Trossard to kind of like run things
I haven't played
towards the
90
middle of the
minutes in
park.
this game. I haven't played
Okay.
90 minutes in this game, so I'll be bringing back Trossard. I'll bring Trossard in, play Martinelli, but I'll kind of play Trossard on the inside of Martinelli.
Mm,
Um, Jesus, Saka, Odegaard right there as well.
mm,
Along with Declan Rice. But the thing is, what I'm not sure is how much Trossard can hold that position there, because it's still a hard position for Trossard. But
mm,
I think that's enough to open up Wolves. And like I said,
mm,
I like what our defense has been doing lately. So
mm,
it'll be nice to say. I think the way that I approach it, yeah, uh, definitely Jesus, Saka, Martinelli, Odegaard, Trossard, Rice behind them, and the back four. Zinchenko, Tomiyasu. I don't even know. Maybe start Ben White on the right, Tomiyasu on the left, whichever one Arteta wants to go with. I haven't got any problem with it. Either way, as long as Tomiyasu starting, I'm happy.
mm.
And,
Actually,
get
that was
Gabriel.
gonna be my next question, man. Ola, I don't know. It seems like you have the superpowers, yeah, to read people's mind. Actually, that was my next question. I wanted to ask about this changing dynamics, yeah, with Tomiyasu coming in to show us something different in that right back position.
Mm,
Man, why do I feel confident having Tomiyasu at right back than Benjamin White? I'm sorry, with the few games he's played, man, that guy has convinced me that right back could look good. Yeah, like y- you could actually have that mix, yeah, between going forward and maintaining that balance, that defensive balance at the back, and not only maintaining that balance between moving up offensively and maintaining your defensive duties, but also throwing one or two assists here and there, as we've seen him done in the Champions League. And
mm,
also, we've also seen him in the action, at least in that Brentford game. Most of our attacks, most of the time, we saw Tomiyasu in that danger spot. He was actually in and about that area.
mm.
Do you think? Do you think that it's going to be a Herculean task before Benjamin White would find his way back into this team? Or do you just think Mikel Arteta might say, Tomiyasu, back to the bench, Benjamin, back on? What do you think? I think it
Yeah,
will be difficult because I'm
that
seeing an improved Tomiyasu, stronger, more balanced, more mentally. Uh, he's strong.
a
Like,
healthy,
that's
as
what
Matt
I
would
want.
say, a healthy Tomiyasu as well, a very healthy
Exactly.
Tomiyasu, and
Exactly.
and 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 what he's been showing over the last few games, and he scored recently as well. Don't forget that. You
Mm,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Uh, what he's been doing recently of late.
mm,
is pleasing to the eye.
mm,
Everybody knows, Tomiyasu, uh, and and the way he defends. He's a
mm,
warrior. He's a warrior in certain situations, and
mm.
what is starting to add to his game now is a bit of elegance. He's a bit of
Yeah,
elegance and pinging passes and really
exactly.
looking up and
A bit
reading.
of gloss in it. A
Yeah,
bit of
yeah, yeah,
gloss
yeah.
in it. Mm, mm.
So he's starting to put that into his game, and again, if Trent was doing the things that Tomiyasu was doing the other day, he'll be getting loaded up. You know what I mean?
He'll be getting
So
loads of
if what-
compliments, man. That's the
exactly,
truth.
exactly. So
But again, Ola, this is what we want to see. We want to see competition for.
competition.
That's what, because I feel this is the problem with Arsenal. This is the problem with our club. Yeah, we've failed to see competition for places
Mm.
in this
We
team.
want we want our starting 11 to be our starting 11 all the time. You know what I mean? We have to think about
Exactly,
competition.
and this thing have thrown this team down the drain. There's no more competition for places. So by the time we start seeing this type of hard, difficult headaches for the manager to
Mm,
pick a personnel or to pick part of his resources that will go into that game, the more we start seeing an upward movement, and uh, we'll start seeing changes in attitude in the way these players play, because
mm,
they know that if, oh my God, Benjamin White is sitting down there, I need to make this manager understand that this spot is mine.
mm,
Benjamin White is also thinking, hey man, Tomiyasu, I'm gunning for you. This was my spot. It's
mm,
still my spot. And I want to get it. And it will make him want to score goals. It will make him want to maintain that balance between, offensively and going defensively and playing
mm.
an all-round game. That's what I want to see. Big ups to Static. Yeah, that's our guy. Static should have been here, yeah, guys, on Monday, but he wasn't feeling fine. I hope my guy is a lot more better now, man. Static, man, get well soon, man. We love you down here, man. Static is here. He said, "Hey Tony and Ola, big ups to you, Static."
Big up
Um,
yourself, man. Salute to Static, my brother.
exactly,
Yeah, I fuck
exactly. He
with
says,
Static heavy, man.
Tony, now that's more like it from Arsenal. They must start doing exactly what Liverpool already do in the league: defend well, but score a lot more goals. I
That's
do
it.
agree. I
Yep.
do agree. Like and subscribe, everyone, and of course, big ups. Says football band. That's our brother too. Ola, you have a question here from Tahib Hussein. Please, could you answer this question? It says, Ola, do you think Ateta will get rid of Thomas Partey in January?
Um, I think I think he should. I think because what's Thomas Partey done for us this season? He's just taking a spot. You know what I
Mm,
mean? He's just taking a squad spot at the moment. And look, he's a good player. Thomas
mm,
Partey, when he's fit, is absolutely immense for us. But at
yeah.
the same time, like you can't miss what you haven't got, right?
Exactly, exactly.
So that's the problem we have, out of sight, out of mind with Thomas Partey at the moment, and his injury record for Arsenal is been kind of
Mm,
it's not something that's really been consistent. So yeah, I'd,
mm,
I'd like to see us go for a more uh abled, fit, and less injury prone sort of player that can play in that role and give us a little bit more. So
good,
yeah,
good,
to answer your
good.
question,
Guys,
yeah.
guys, we have to go, man. We have to go. But see, Ola, just before you go, yeah, your predictions for the game, Arsenal against Wolves at the Emirates. And
I
who
was
do you think will score? Are you putting your money on Kai Havertz to score a goal? Can you be this shameless to put your money on Kai Havertz to get a goal?
oh my
Ola,
god.
I want to see the level of your shamelessness right now.
Oh,
Tell us, how shameless
you
are
really dropped me in it, Tony. Tony, you
you?
bastard, you really dropped me in it. Oh
How
man.
shameless are you?
Okay. And this guy, he will say, "Oh, he's just a radio guy." Yeah, this guy will
I'm,
come.
I'm just a radio guy, man.
This guy will come and say he's just a radio guy.
I'm just a radio guy.
Um, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 3-1. I'm gonna go 3-1,
Mm,
and Yeah, why not? Kai
Hmm.
Havertz opener. How about that?
Oh my god,
Kai, no, no, not
guys,
Kai Havertz opener.
guys,
Kai Havertz winner. Yeah, let's have a Kai Havertz winner.
guys, guys.
You,
A befitting end to a befitting
to a shameless
show.
episode.
It's a shameless episode. Yeah, guys. Yeah, Ola predicts a 3-1 win. And he also predicts a winner for Kai Havertz, man.
Yeah, Kai
Big,
Havertz winner.
big predictions. Big, big predictions. See, guys, yeah, this is what I'll just say. Anyone who's going to score for this team, anyone who is going to put his life on the line, not really necessarily to die, but who's going to put an effort, yeah, to score a goal for. I don't care if it's win the dog that scores a goal for us. I just need that title. How about that? Yeah, I just need that title.
Yeah,
So
so
I
the
don't
finish
care
line.
if it's Kai Havertz. If he scores a goal, I will clap. I will be happy that he scored a goal. It doesn't mean he's the best in the world. It
No,
doesn't mean that he's a world beater. But
no.
I will be happy because he scored a goal and it's for Arsenal Football Club. That's where my allegiance is signed to. And as our brother Ola always says, these guys are all mercenaries. You know, when they get what they want, they all leave. So at the
Yeah,
end of the day, man, who scores for me is who takes the cake. So if they score, good, I'm happy. We close the case. On to the next one. Just win the game to me. Big
yeah,
J says, big facts, Tony. Competitive squad breeds success. City have Foden and Grealish on the bench. We should have the same. Totally agree with you. Big ups, Ola. See ya, guys. Yeah. Ola, shout out your channel. Tell these people
yeah.
where you're from before we
Yeah.
go out from here,
And your
man.
people, we're on the Fight Week show. Jay, I haven't seen you on there before, so it'd be nice if you
Yeah,
could, if we could get some of you guys over to the Fight Week show.
exactly.
Go and check out some
Mm.
of the content that we put on there. If you combat, if you like combat sports, if it's not your thing, then don't worry about. Actually, if it's not your thing, still go and check it out.
Still
Still go,
go check it out, Jay,
go
man.
say some love.
Go
How
go
about that? You
subscribe
know what I mean?
to the
Yeah,
Fight Week show, man.
yeah, man.
That's
Go
our brother,
subscribe
man.
to it. You know what I mean? So big up to everybody. That's out there that's been showing love so far. And yeah, we got plenty of content coming up on the channel. Go and check out the Fight with Scoop. We got Dust Up Shakedown with my brother Naz. I'm always there with Naz, Mark Dane, Leroy, my bro, and Cage
Mm.
Scribe. So even Wolfie, he's been on there with some of our boys before. So yeah, come check us out on the Fight Week show, man. And we have a lot of MMA takes on there.
Yeah.
There's stuff going on with Ian Gary, John Jones, Aspinall. Leon
Mm.
Edwards is about to defend his title against Colby
Yeah.
Covington, and we
Yeah.
do bring professional fighters.
That would be a big
So
one, man.
yeah,
Against Covington, that would be a big
we're gonna
one,
be doing we're gonna be
and
doing a
beyond,
watch
man.
for that one there. So
Big, big,
nice,
big fight, man. So,
yeah,
guys, yeah, go down there and check out the Fight Week show. Yeah, guys who are going to watch this later on, go out there to the Fight Week show and go check out Ola. See ya, guys. Everyone who came down to the show today, thank you very, very much. And from me and Ola, we are out. Big
absolutely.
ups.